Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, and perhaps even good evening. Thank you so much for dropping by and joining me for this super exciting, possibly last episode of Horizon Zero Dawn. We don't know. Are we going to get to the end of the story today or not? We really don't know. So I'm excited about it. I've been playing a little bit during the week, but those were more like side quests and errands. I've done most of them, but I haven't progressed in the story because I thought, this is something that I would like to keep for our Saturday get-together. Miss Camilla is here. The Neville is here. Mr. Dragonet, top of the morning. And Mr. Jeremy, top of the evening, I should say. Sebastian is here. That is so cool. We also have Yoshi. I think he has us on in the background. Michael is here. Wonderful to see you. Dichigu, wonderful to see you too. Welcome to the stream. And I believe, have I forgotten anybody? Yoshi, Nancy, and Camilla. Yeah, no, I think I've shouted everyone out. If I've forgotten anyone, I do apologize. What did you think of the new title sequence? I think let's just watch it one more time because it's been quite a bit of work getting this correctly together. Let me just go and see if I can find it here. The one that I've just rolled. Somewhere is it in streaming? Yes, and then it's in titles, and then it's in JPlays. It's the latest version. So the stuff that's changed, and I'm going to do it without audio for now, is that I've put people in, and it was quite a bit of work. So we have the skeleton here in the beginning. Then we have AJ here, courtesy of Mixamo. He's been put in. There's a skeleton here. Then we also, when we keep going forward, we have the walker who's just about to go into the auditorium here. Very cool. So there's people, and there's a ton of people sitting here, like she and her boyfriend, and then she's basically a clone of her, and then she appears here again. And there's another woman just off the center here. I think she's too far away. And there's a couple of people clapping and, doing things. Those are all courtesy from Mixamo. So, hey, very, very cool. Thank you, Camilla. I appreciate that. And it's taken a couple of attempts. So most of these things worked out of the, basically out of the, how do you say this? From the get-go, from the start. But I had to correct some of the materials on these guys. They were too shiny. These materials are auto set up in Blender. This guy he didn't start walking quite early enough. I think I could get him to walk literally from here, and then we follow him in. So I might change that. And AJ was essentially, I slowed down his animation a bit because when the camera goes to about here, AJ was literally just standing there and he wasn't moving until we go to about here. And that was very noticeable. So I had to change these things. My next change in this project is going to be that, so currently I have 4 Blender projects, one for every intellectual property, if you will. So there's JPlays, there's the 3D Shenanigans, there's the DAS public streams, and there's the DAS private streams. And those are 4 different Blender projects. And the more work I do on things like animations, it'll be very difficult to keep that up. So I'm going to amalgamate them all into one and split all these things out. So these are surfaces here that are attached currently to the building. And I'm going to go and take these out and put them into separate collections so that I can switch them on and off depending which branding I want. And the same is true for these posters here. They're all different in like these 4 on the outside here. And then there's this signage on the outside. And then there's also these posters on the inside. So they would all be split out into their separate objects. And then we're going to go and put this into a Blender project, or into one Blender project, into a collection each. And then, the animations and the decoration will stay the same, but those things can be then swapped out. Here, there's another one that reads JPlay. So there's all these little details. And then of course there's the video that runs on here. That's a video file. I like to redo this. I'm currently a little stuck on ideas of how else I could portray JPlays here. So I find that this isn't quite fantastic. So it's a beat tracer animation. So it's okay, but it's not great. So that is what I'm planning. But of course, not today. Today we're playing Horizon Zero Dawn. Jay says, oh yeah, stuff Jay says. Good point, Jeremy. I totally forgot that was also a thing. Thank you for reminding me. There we go. I think that was good. That was good. Volume wise. super amazing deals currently on literally everywhere. I don't know why. Is there anything that I don't know what it is? I thought 4th of July is something that, you know, where the deals are kicking off, but currently we have good deals on Steam, as well as, let me just show you how this, where this is and how this works, because you need to know about this. Epic have this fantastic mega sale on right now, and you can pick up Borderlands 3 for free. If you haven't already, go and get it, because, you know, it's a good game. I remember Nate and we picked up the Handsome Collection Borderlands 2 from Epic completely free, and it's a good game. It's a good game. So totally fun looter shooter. But currently they have this mega sale on. Lots of their items are 50 or even 75% off, including Horizon Zero Dawn. So you can get this here on Epic with these types of discounts here. So, you know, Far Cry 6, 50% off and all that. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, 20% off, and all these things, including Cyberpunk and bits and pieces like that. Here, Borderlands free, woohoo! From my wish list. Look at that. Deathloop's 50% off. But they don't stop there. So in addition to that, and this is not something they apply automatically, in addition to this, Red Dead Redemption 2, 50% off. In addition to this, you also get a 25% voucher. And there is a message, if you scroll through this at the beginning here, there's a message that you can click on somewhere. Mega Sale 2022, was that it? Yes, and get 25% off. So if you go and click this, you get a voucher applied at checkout that takes 25% off the sale price. And that is just super cool. So therefore you can get things like Horizon Zero Dawn for $18, which is really, really cool. Just thought I'd let you know, because it isn't applied automatically. And, you know, if you do want to pick some cool things up on the Epic, then this is your chance. I thought I'd let you know, because it wasn't quite all that straightforward for me to understand this, and thought I'd let you know. And Final Fantasy VII, exactly, I saw that as well. Absolutely. I need more coffee. The Kemi is here as well. Very cool. You know, could be Memorial Day. Isn't that the 4th of July, Michael? I thought, you know, that's still a ways away, so I'm not sure why these sales are happening. But hey, we're okay, we're enjoying it. I'm thinking of picking up, what's it called? Cyberpunk 2077. I mean, I know I didn't like it on the first playthrough, so why would I like it now, right? Well, my reasoning is that they've improved the game. I'd like to have a look at that. I'd like to see what they've done. And also, there's so much good technology in it that, you know, this would be good to keep an eye on. Also, speaking of Cyberpunk 2077, there is a rumor that CD Projekt Red are looking into using Unreal Engine 5 for the multiplayer component that hasn't been released yet. But the keen observer will say, well, hang on a minute, Cyberpunk isn't written in Unreal Engine 5, so how's that going to work? So they have their own game engine, which is called the Red Engine, and that's what Cyberpunk is written in. So how can you then go and say, hey, the multiplayer component is now written in Unreal Engine 5, because they just can't implement it in Red Engine. They were thinking about it's too much research. Unreal Engine has it all, so they want to go with that. So now I'm thinking, well, but how's that gonna work technically? Are they going to rewrite Cyberpunk entirely in Red Engine? You can't really do that. That would be terrible. Or are they just going to do the multiplayer components in Unreal Engine 5? It's a bit of a mystery, so I'm kind of intrigued to see how they're going to do that transition. Audio, we have audio. So yeah, those are reasons why I might just get it. And with the 25% off deal and the 50% stacking thing, it'll be just over $20. Fox, what do you think? Terrible. Wakes up and shoots foxes. And misses foxes as well. The plan for today, Vampire, good question, is to go over and head over to the next main quest, which is the Mountain That Fell, level 28. I'm kind of level, you know, higher than that. Aloy journeys to the ruins of Gaia Prime in search of the Master Override, her only hope to defeat Hades. That is what we're trying to do today. Have I got any skill points? No. Can't spend anything. I'm currently level 47, so that is quite cool. And that is all the way over here. Go to the Bitter Climb. So that's the plan for today. And there's also Bandit Camp, I think, near me that I thought maybe we can go and just get ourselves warmed up with. Bandit Camp. There we go. Shattered Kiln. Talk to Nil. I think I've killed all the bandits. I just need to speak to Nil. Get my 15,000 experience points. But let's do that. That is, where's that? That is kind of here. Yes, it was a little, I think it was this Shattered Kiln that I've done that, but I haven't talked to the guy. So I might do that. I might just go and fast travel over here. Or just go and ride my horse. Maybe I'll ride my horse. Yes, let me ride my horse. Get warmed on. Get warmed up here. Horse. 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 There he is. Good boy. With the horn still intact. So that's the plan for today. Give or take, I'm thinking 2, maybe 3 hours today. That's the plan. But it'll be entirely dependent on how the story goes. And, you know, how we're getting on. And I don't know much about the end game here. I don't know, is the mountain that fell the last mission? For those of you who know this game. Or is there much after that? Because it would be... I'd like to kind of finish it at one point. But if we don't do it today, then, you know, of course, we'll do it tomorrow. But ideally, I'd like to finish it today. Come on, buddy. Shattered Kiln, whatnot. Let's go and see if we can rush past these guys. Nothing to see. Horse, horse, horse. There he is, good boy. That's the quote, is it? Hey, Miss Meg, how's it going? And Kemi, I don't know if I said hello earlier. Good to see you both. We're on our way to just say hello to somebody that we forgot to say hello to. Oops. No. Everything's good.
See you catch us.
Is this the right way? Are we going the right way? I think so. Currently going away from my target. Can you go up here? Horse, come on. Come on, buddy. In Red Dead Redemption we could do it. Yes, we can do it here too. Good stuff. Jay rides a horse. Oh, the sternum wires. Oh. Neville, yes, look after yourself. Make sure you're comfortable. Are you taking any meds? Any painkillers that help you through that? Whoops, these guys are a little dangerous. Oh, dude, no! There's just machines everywhere. Let's just outrun them all. Is this a campfire we haven't discovered yet? No, we've discovered it. We've discovered it.
This must be when Hassan was supposed to check in.
Vassan, I think we've spoken about him and to him already. Okay, do you know, I was like that as well. Painkillers, I liked the idea of having them on standby, but I also liked making sure that I only took them when the pain was absolutely unbearable. Because the last thing I wanted was to be reliant on painkillers just to get through the day. Yeah, it's one of those things. I'm hoping it's going to get better. I mean, when the wires are removed, I suppose that means it's a part of the healing process. A bit of pain for the next couple of weeks or so. Hang in there, Neville. Our thoughts are with you. Outran them all. Let's see here. Just collecting my experience points. Well, that's the plan. You stay here, horse. Maybe also pick this up here. 2 metal shards. Yeah, that was worth the effort, wasn't it? And you... Hello. How's it going, Neil?
These little moments are refreshing, aren't they?
That could be the least creepy thing you've said to me.
That glimpse of yourself in their eyes just as the cloud of death passes across them.
Never mind. There it goes.
So much chat going on. Let me just quickly catch up here. Nate, what happened with you then? Are you sure it's allergic, Nate? I was... What is psycho, exactly. I was wondering, it's not the Rona, is it? Just making sure.
You know, Nil, if you get tired of bandits, there's a group called the Eclipse.
That's a political situation.
They're murderers, and they're raising an army of machines. That's a little more than politics.
Yes.
Don't hate me for being single-minded. Besides, I wouldn't bet on how long the Shadow Cordial are going to last, if you're in for the kill.
Okay, so Nil is not gonna join the Eclipse anytime soon. That's good.
We've come a long way from Norland. Where have you been, Nil?
I heard the roads of the Sundom were no longer safe. And thankfully, it was true. Ambushes, raiding parties, even corrupted machines. The mortal wounds just opened themselves to accept my arrows. But you knew this already. You've been walking on the edge of life and death.
Psychopath.
Yeah. It's a long story.
With many quick endings, I hope.
Many quick endings indeed. Do you know, yes, I thought the Rona is actually a nice description for what it is, so it sounds less terrible than it actually is.
Goodbye, Nil.
I don't want to alarm you, but the bandits are thinning out. Makes you wish you could kill them more than once, doesn't it?
No,
Only you,
once
Nil.
is enough.
Once is
You're
enough.
right, of
I agree
course,
with Aloy
once is
there.
enough, when you really make it count.
Okay, goodbye, Nil.
Goodbye! Forever! If you do want to kill them all again, you can just go and play the game again, I guess. There's even something, if you're at the beginning, there's a thing where it says new game, and then there's also new game plus. And I think once you've beaten the game, you can go and play it again with, I believe, with new bits and pieces and stuff. And face paint and all that. I'm looking forward to that. Every time I try to take a picture of Aloy right now, I can't select any face paint because I think I haven't unlocked that yet here. That face paint unavailable. But I think if I beat the game, I think I can do it. So one of those things. The Chris is here. Wonderful to see you, buddy. Join us for the Horizon Zero Dawn. Perhaps the end game today. We don't really know. Quests. Go to the Bitter Climb. That's exactly it. That requires a little bit of fast travel, I'm thinking. All the way over here. I don't think we can get there in one swoop. So we'll go and maybe fast travel here. Or, better yet, let's fast travel here. And then go and discover these two fires that were on the way. Or should we do that later? Now let's go here. And then go north. See what happens. Locate quarters and override their cores to learn to override many different types of machines. Good point. I need to do that too. Sacred Sage, how you doing? The nil pointer exceptions. Oh my god. That is very good. We need to have another one. Stuff that Vampire says. Let's quickly save our game before we get into trouble. So funnily enough, oh yeah, this is another thing I've unlocked actually. I can now call a mount without having to have an overridden one clear nearby. I don't think I've used that yet. There he is! Haha! Very nice. Hey, I like that. The Charger. Oh, hang on a minute. What's this? Do we need that? Do we need that? Do we need that? Yes, let's have it. 2 metal shards. Not very generous, is it?
These are helpful.
I could fill up my medicinal little pouch here. Also look after arrows. Do I need to build arrows? Yes. There is apparently an upgrade pouch for this arrow available here. I forgot what it's called. The sharp shot bow, as it says here. There is a quantity upgrade available, but I need raccoon skin. And I haven't got that at the moment. Is this the right way to go? Roughly where were we going? I'm so lost with that direction. It's north. So if we go and follow this path here, that should take us up north. I'm thinking. Let's go back on the path then. We findeth the path. There it is. Is it? Path? It's totally not the path. Path is here. Found the path. And Nate, how's your mom this morning? If she's there, hello, Dragonate's mom. Good to see you too, if you are watching. My mom might be watching this morning or not. She bought herself some walking shoes yesterday, Skechers, good pair of Skechers, with some thick insole, so she likes that. And then she do some power walking. She turned 70 this year, so, you know, she turned 70. I turned 50 this year. Yeah, let's go and use this campfire here. And this loot and shoot box here. Supply crate with all good stuff. I like it. Discovered another campfire. Okay, horse. Let's see why Gaia Prime exploded.
It's too steep. Have to find another way.
And how we can save Hades. I mean, you know, not so much save it, but get rid of it forever. When I say forever, there's still the frozen wilds. Okay, maybe you need to stay here, horse, because I think it's going to be a little bit too rickety here. I don't think I can take you with me where I need to go. I need to go in there? That doesn't make... Does that make any sense? I have a feeling I might have to just jump over here and go kind of towards that. No, I'm completely wrong. Oh, I get it. I'm completely wrong. Let's go back to the campfire. I'm totally wrong. Feels like it's eternal darkness. Does it ever get light again in this game? I find that sometimes interesting when you have this day-night cycle and the night phases seem to be much longer than the day phases. Right, see, Neville is 71. You're going to be 39 in September. There we go. None of us are spring chickens anymore. You'll be 61 in June. Okay. But it's one of those things, I keep saying that to my friend, because this whole age thing, age is just this number. It's totally arbitrary. It doesn't really tell us how am I going to get here? It doesn't really mean this is, you know, what we feel like and how fit we are. I met somebody who was, I think, 42. He does the fries at Five Guys, and we have a good relationship going. It's Gio. He does the fries. He's good. He's a good fry guy. He's 42, but he looks much older than I would say a 42-year-old person looks in my mind. I gotta say, I'm terrible with judging age. When I look at somebody, it's not something I couldn't really judge their age, both up and down. I'm terrible at that. Age guessing. I'm really, it's not good. I don't have that ability, which also makes me think, yeah, that really is there's no rule of thumb, you know. This is what a 60-year-old should behave like. This is what a 20-year-old should behave like. It just doesn't work like that. Age is just this arbitrary number. 28 in September. Okay, good stuff. A mother of 63, daughter of 7, and a grandmother 90 and 95. Wow.
The mountain will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted?
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
So what else is new?
It's quite a generational thing you've got going there, Vampire. Very cool, very cool. Right, Neville, that's the spirit. Do you know what? That's actually what keeps us living for longer, I think. Don't let go of that inner child. This is the magic behind trying out a scary 3D software, trying out a scary video game. And you know, I mean, if I look at it, we connect on a very different, for better or worse, word plane anyway than age, which is, you know, that's just wonderful too. So, maybe this way. Whoa, in slow motion and all. Very good. Can we go up here? Yes, just about.
Stalkers in the open. Watchers on the other side.
Sadly, my horse can't come because he can't climb
Yeah,
this.
it's guarded all right.
But if I
can get through this.
If I go and call somebody, will they just magically appear from... Nope, doesn't work. I thought maybe... Allegedly, I've got the skill now that means I can call a mount no matter where I am. A bit like in Elden Ring, where you can just... He basically, the mount you ride in Elden Ring is, I think, dead. I think, like, everything else in the game is basically dead. And you can just whistle and then he just appears literally underneath you. That's kind of cool. Okay, let's see here. This could be a little tricky. But with 3 or so well-placed arrows, he'll be history. So this guy, he's invisible, isn't he? So these red things here, I think they're traps. Not traps, like detectors as such. That will let him know that I'm in the area. As soon as I walk through them, he gets notified. Strangers in the area. And there goes my plan about... Did I kill both of them? No. Haha! Can I override him? No. Ouch, dude. That's a good strategy, this whole spinning thing. Very good. Very good, buddy. Oh my god, there's a watcher! Ah, my god. Oops, another one. What the? There we go. Another one. Dude, were you invisible as well? I didn't see you there. Oh, right between the eyes. Some dark secret is definitely here. Otherwise, why would this area be so guarded? You know, speaking of sales and deals, I've also had a look at the PlayStation Store. There's some good deals on there as well. I thought I picked them up last time, but there's more deals on there now. I've picked up Anthem, which is a historically very interesting game from BioWare. It's made by the same people that made the Mass Effect series. And there's quite a tragic, sad history about Anthem, but it's neat to see. The game is on, I think its usual retail price is $60. It came out in 2019 and the developers have already decided we're gonna no longer develop this game because it was a loss leader for us and we're very embarrassed that we ever released it. It was like in development for about 8 years and they had such big plans for it. It looks very good and it's such a shame that BioWare have dropped it alongside Mass Effect Andromeda. So those were 2 big, historically big loss leaders for the company. And it's available currently for $5.99 on both Origin as well as the PlayStation Store. And for that price, I gotta say there's a lot of play value in there. Yeah, so Anthem. Multiplayer features are still there, but they're no longer releasing any content for the game. Oh, more climbing. Gotcha. I heard that. Yes, apparently the grind was a little terrible. But just as an example of good play mechanics, not bad. I think they just should have stuck with it and did what they, rather than put a team of 100 people on it, they should just keep a team of like, whatever, 10, 15 people on it and just take it nice and slow and do a bit like what the guys from No Man's Sky did and just keep prodding along with it. Because there's so much graphical work that went into this and it's just, I find it such a shame to ditch it, you know?
More like an instinct, gathering them to her grave.
Yeah, it's always, I find these lost opportunities just so sad when you think, hey, there's potential, we can see that. And just because the game hasn't made 500 million in the opening weekend, we go, no, we're going to ditch it. It's just not worth the effort. And you go, Jesus Christ. Who have we got here then? This guy is a Glinthawk. And this guy is also a Glinthawk. Okay. Well, let's unglinthawk them.
You're not gonna like this.
Oh, and then we have him here. Who are you? You a Ravager? Ah, yes. Gotcha. You're one of those difficult to kill guys. A little bit of extra health here. That could be. Oh my God, there's another one. There goes my stealth plan. I thought maybe I could use a corruption arrow if I survive somewhere. Yeah, you. Can I do the corruption arrow thing and then have you fight against other people? No, he's uncorruptible. Right. Time for the A material. Uncorruptible. I've just learned that I can also shoot off a really cool gun that he has on his back, and then just shoot other people with it, or creatures rather. This is more like the boss fight we had heard so much about. Yeah. They get me from all sides, these people. Also, Jay, do take cover if ever you can. Oh man, also hit the enemies. What a waste of arrows that is. Okay, dude. Fall out of the sky already. Should do some antifreeze here. How about that? There you go. Perfect. Ha! My God. Didn't take all that much damage, which is really nice. That is very good. Play this on normal and it's a very different experience. Very different. It's... They lost the FIFA license? Seriously? I hadn't heard that. It's the politician upgrade. Yes, that's what we need. That's the upgrade we need. The FIFA license, so currently they have FIFA 2022, which is available for free to PlayStation Plus subscribers, by the way. I haven't looked at it yet, but I know it's been offered to me for free. I'm not really into football, I gotta be brutally honest. But yeah, I didn't know they had lost their FIFA license. What happened then? Why did this happen? Can you imagine TT Games losing the Lego license? Ah! These are not so good. Yeah, but it does happen. It does happen with licenses. It just goes... I have a feeling with especially with licenses, and people like the Olympic Committee have been accused of this, that it's all about backhanders. There's some kind of mafia in the ring there, in the loop, and decisions are not always based on the license goes to the most suitable candidate. Sadly, from what I've heard, SJ's channel gets banned for saying the wrong thing. Oh, they wanted more money. Okay. Next iteration of the game will be called something like EA World Football. Right, yes. So it's no longer than... It doesn't have the FIFA label. Hey, with a bit of luck, the game's going to be cheaper. Right. How interesting. That's really interesting. All these little political things and how developers find a way to just, you know, keep going. So rather than, hey, this is the end of the game. No, that's not what we're going to do. Oh my. Gaia Prime. Let's override it. Well, let's override him first. Why so grumpy? First time we're talking.
Guessing I'm almost there.
Yes, I do. Is there any cover I can take? No then. Gotcha. Oops. Did I just fall off the mountain? I think I have. That's the cover I was looking for. Let's scan this guy. Is he regular glintstone or is he something else? It's a stormbird. So he is something else. And he doesn't like... What doesn't he like? Dude! I'm trying to scan you, buddy. You don't like... tear. That's way too up close. That's more like a boss fight now. Surely. Why is there no cover? There's no cover! There's no cover at all! Just shoot like there's no tomorrow, man. Whoa! That is... what's it called? Don't walk in there, Aloy. That's uncool. Oh, that was a good hit. Let's repeat that success, shall we? Just as soon as... Man, where are you? Dude. Too up close and personal. Shoot him already. Override him. Do something. Oh, I've done it? Total surprise to me. The Commander Cody is here. Very good to see you. Really enjoyed our chat yesterday. Welcome to the stream. Look at all the goodies. 43% fire coil, 57% handling coil. That is very good. And a Stormbird lens. You don't get to see that every day. Oh my, wonderful to see you all. Let me all give you a round of shout outs. I haven't done that in a while. I think, let me try. Let me start with Mr. Commander Cody from the MRU Studios. Let me see. Does that work? Let me see if that doesn't work. What a shame. I do. Yeah, there we go. Commander Cody. So exclamation mark Cody. That's Commander Cody. You should follow his channel. He does Blender development. He brings DAS characters into Blender. Very, very good channel to follow with exciting tips and tricks. There's also Miss Meg, of course. Miss Meg is developing an exciting survival game with Unreal Engine 4 right now, and it's wonderful to follow along with the little updates. That's really, really cool. One of those things I really need to catch up on. There's also Mr. Chris. I know Mr. Chris is in the chat. Chris regularly streams, I believe, 5 days a week on Twitch, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. There's also Saturday, twice on Saturday. I think that's 4 days a week, but sometimes he streams twice a day. So, haha, that's 5 times a week. So, very cool. You should check out all these exciting people. Chris does development in Blender as well as Marvelous Designer, mainly on Mondays, Marvelous Designer Monday. And then he brings these things into DAS Studio and makes these things into clothing assets. So you can learn a lot from all these 3 people, and there's also, of course, just a wonderful community to hang out with during the stream. So very, very nice, very nice. There's also, before I forget, there's also Mr. Brian. He makes animations mainly in iClone and uses Character Creator for animations. Also very, very cool channel. Very funny as well. Brian is an author as well as 3D enthusiast, as well as many other things. I've narrated a couple of his books. Humorous science fiction, well worth checking out. And it's an absolute honor to have you all watch me play, hopefully, the final moments of this exciting game. We're on our way, just to reiterate that, we're on our way to Gaia Prime which is this AI that Elizabeth Sobeck, that's the kind of, you know, previous version of Aloy, essentially. I should really switch my outfit, shouldn't I? Into something that is more geared towards where we are. I think outfits. Yes, let's go and put this on. Even though no, hang on, that looks a bit too cold. But that is more. That I think has. We can put this on. This is more. Might be able to improve this. So freeze resist weave. Do we have a better one? There's fire resist weave. We could put that in if we need to. There's a better freeze resist. This will override whatever the other one is. And this one is resist against ranged attacks. So there's definitely room for improvement here. Depending on what we need to be... What we need to be protected from, we don't know yet. So Gaia Prime is this AI that was developed by Elizabeth Sobeck, who was essentially genetically the same as Aloy, but lived many hundred years before her. And the idea is that the end of the world was imminent. They built an AI program that was supposed to shut down the self-replicating robots that were destroying the biosphere. And that would have taken a couple of hundred years for them to crack the codes, deactivate the robots, and then Gaia was supposed to create machines to restore the biosphere and eventually release humans back into the world. And that didn't go wrong. I mean, that didn't work out. That went wrong. That's what I meant. So what happened was that Gaia Prime decided she needed to destroy herself because her robotic anti-corruption mechanism Hades kicked in and destroyed the biosphere that she was creating. We don't really know why that happened, but Gaia Prime decided, I'm going to destroy myself and Hades with it and release a clone of Elizabeth Sobeck so that she can work out what went wrong. That's what we're here to find out.
Cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an egg?
Yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
So you've been in here before?
To a point.
To a point. Right, so Hades is the thing that was supposed to basically reset anything that may have gone wrong with the biosphere creation, with the terraforming aspect. But Hades went out of line, and so we need to now go and stop Hades. And the new humans essentially found a way to use Hades to destroy everything, or are at the verge of doing that or something. So we need to kind of stop Hades first. I don't think we've met Hades. It's also an AI, we believe. And this mysterious voice here, Silence, in the background.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with the climbing path either.
Ooh, flying. I like it. So Silence is the guy who's speaking to us here through our earpiece, and he is voiced by Lance Reddick, which is great. He's an awesome guy, and he is guiding us through where we need to be. He's kind of a mysterious figure. We don't really know what relationship he has to any of these things, but hey, one of those things. Sebastian, thank you so much for the coffee. I appreciate that. That is very nice of you. Welcome back. Oh my. That is so nice of you. I appreciate that. See, that already pays for Anthem. Can we go jump? Oh, we go jump up here. And further up. And I'm so glad that through these shoutouts you guys can discover one another's channels. That's really nice. I really appreciate that. Oh, ladder. Gotcha. Gaia Prime, come on. Oh my. Right? I'm thinking that as well. When that happens, it's just so cool. Your theory is that somebody triggered Hades' destruction protocol and started the events that led to the game. Possible. I have questions about this as well, because when we watch this sequence in which Gaia basically leaves a message, I don't know if you've seen it last time, but Gaia leaves a message, a dying message, to say, hey, I'm going to self-destruct, because that is the only way I can make sure that Hades can't get into me and corrupt my protocols. The only way for me is to self-destruct, which then also means all the terraforming plans and releasing humans back into the world is also not going to happen anymore. But it's the only chance for me to make sure Hades doesn't get a hold of me. But in her dying breath, she goes, I'm going to release this clone of Elizabeth Sobeck, which is now Aloy, grown up, and therefore you'll be able to go into the bunker and work out the secret. But we don't know what triggered this event that made Gaia say, oh shit man, I have to pull the plug on this. And so extreme that she doesn't just reset something, she self-destructs. So that's bizarre. I believe we are now on the way to get a backup of Gaia to get her back going, but we still don't know what made that happen. The clones of Pharaoh that wants to take over the world, possibly. It's one of those things. From what I remember, is there's a signal that's just being received, and I don't know if that's being received from outer space, from a different planet perhaps, or if that's being received from something or someone on Earth. So it's certainly interesting to ask all these questions. It means the writers have done an excellent job of telling the story, I find.
This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silent.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years.
Oh, he's made that, has he? Let's have a look around before we speak to him. Yeah, that is Lance Reddick. Scary, scary character from Lost and from Fringe and from many of these other shows. And we could talk to him. I love it that sometimes actors in the game have the same appearance in the game that they have in real life. I mean, it's not always the case, like Ashley Birch doesn't look like this. But a girl in Holland looks like Aloy. She just doesn't speak like that.
For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
You make it sound like I should apologize.
Not at all.
Don't apologize.
It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key.
But with tech.
A key in human form. The failure of imagination was mine, not yours.
When did you come here? Repairing Gaia. Why aren't you here? Good question. And I'm going in. No. When did you come here? Let's ask him that.
Looks like you've spent a lot of time here.
19 years ago, a great explosion destroyed this mountain. Gaia's death, your birth. The echo could be heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the skies. How they fretted in Meridian as they tried to read this omen. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first to behold what lay within. Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful. Soon, no one dared to come here. Except me.
Except you. Yes, that's true. She is a Dutch model. True. I've read that as well. And there is a video on YouTube of her, just her being interviewed. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy, isn't it? You get 3D scanned and then you live on forever in a video game. Isn't that cool? How do we repair Gaia?
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but after seeing the damage, how could that be?
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. I concur. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a weapon. Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less convenient.
But do you think it's even possible to restore Gaia?
You know what the cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology necessary to create a machine. By the same principle, it should be possible to replicate every technology necessary to repair Gaia. But that would take years.
Good point,
We're
though.
counting the time we have left by the hour.
Those are fascinating thoughts. I find these are fascinating thoughts. I mean, so the way this whole Gaia project was going to work is that not only was it an AI that was supposed to make autonomous decisions, it was also coupled with these things that we know as cauldrons. So manufacturing sites that would be able to manufacture any machine that Gaia thought would be helpful to create terraforming. So rather than create a machine and say, well, this is what we're going to need in 100 years, we don't know what we're going to need in 100 years, so we're going to tell the computer, you make the decision as to what you think will be necessary. You go and design the machine, build it and deploy it, and then iterate over it. That's the fascinating thing. So what he's saying is that even if we should, with all this technology at our hands, we should be able to create something that will be able to repair Gaia, but it might not be happening in 6 months' time. It might take several decades, so we don't have that much time. Very fascinating stuff. Also about Gaia, about Aloy's birth, that when Gaia decided to create little Aloy as a child, the mountain exploded. I don't know if that was a result of her birthing a human, or if that was a result of somebody trying to prevent her from being birthed. So, very, very interesting. Very interesting. Why aren't you here, Silence? Tell us, because I'm totally with you. We should be a little bit cautious of what he says, because we really don't know his allegiance at the moment, Silence.
I thought you might actually be here this time.
Yeah, drop by.
Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door. You were the one born to do this, not me.
Well, in that case, let's go in and see what's behind this door.
Time for me to head in.
Yes. When you find the Master Override, you will gain the power to defeat Hades. Everything depends on you.
Fades out. Excellent. Is there anything that we should be picking up here? Oh, hey, Silence, how you doing? I kind of see his point. He doesn't really need to be there because we've got this magic video link. It's almost like, we all don't need to sit in the same room to watch this game. We could just sit in different rooms and still have a good time. So, let's go through this door. Activate scan.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek.
Ah,
You are
nice.
cleared to proceed.
Computer recognized me. I love it. Before we go the obvious way, let's do some looting. Supply crate, alright. Also scannable stuff. Voice recording. Gaia Prime arrival log, alright.
Logging arrivals. Shan Margot.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
11 counting Gaia.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they
Mind
incubate,
your
hon.
footing.
She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
I'm vegan, Travis. You think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice?
He
We're
doesn't know.
scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smut comics in transit.
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers. And in here, we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archive. What about you?
Me? Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years. There's a lot of sharp edges to round off.
3
After that,
years. Wow.
I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh, you will. You're what, 30? Reckon you'll be the one turning the lights off at the end.
Yeah.
Food for thought, huh, vegan?
Sucks forever.
Nah, not forever. Just the rest of your life.
Yeah, which is only 3 years from now, so don't worry about it too much. Rappel down. Oh my god, really? Into here, into the mountain. Dramatic! We're going over there. Now see, this is where that Anthem flying ability would really come in handy now. We could just go jump
Guess
and
that's the only way
fly.
across.
Anything? No, that's just a light. Hiya! just as dramatic as Uncharted. And
It's held like this for 19 years, right?
Well,
Don't answer.
give or take. Don't answer that. These things, I find them absolutely amazing in Uncharted when you have these completely over-the-top things where Nate
Glad that's
Drake, he would have just grabbed hold of a ledge, the ledge would have pulled away from the mountain, he would have ran, and oh my god. We should play that one day. Maybe when it comes out for PC. Actually, a day before it comes out for PC, we'll play it. We'll play the PlayStation version. Mind your footing, I guess. Unless there's anything else in here, further back there, that we should have a look at. No. Good stuff. Drop to ledge. Just make sure you don't die. Not when you're so close. Do we have a map here, do you think? Yeah, kind of. Oh, we're 4 levels deep. My goodness. Gotcha. Good to know.
Not this way. Maybe further up the shaft.
Or further up the shaft. Oh yeah, that's actually a dead end here, isn't it? Interesting. So we go up. No worries. Let's do that. Oops. No, don't do that. Oh man, Aloy, what are you doing? Don't die. I feel the same way. I think the platforming elements aren't done great in this game. And Uncharted is really the master of that. It's almost what replaced the Tomb Raider, wasn't it? Because I think the reboot of the Tomb Raider games, that was more like it's more about brutally slaying foes rather than about exploring and that whole stuff. I have to say my favorite still is Uncharted 1. Even though the following Uncharteds were good, I think 1 is still my favorite.
Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
Yeah, I've played it ever since the PlayStation 3 days. I also enjoy these other Tomb Raider games like Underworld and Legend and those types of, the old style games. I really like those. What's happening here? Do we scan? Yes, we scan. Voice log, Charles Ronson.
Evacuation happened so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Pake I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradiseidae zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... Well, he died alone. And I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either.
Ah.
All the time left in the world now to think. Gaia Prime's logs are sealed. Elysium sealed up, safe and sound. A distance of miles, but it might as well be on the other side of the galaxy. All the betas and gammas and support staff living their lives. If I hadn't been an alpha, if things had gone differently, I could have been there. Instead, I'm spending the rest of my unnatural life in here with people I don't even like. And without the one I would have gladly spent my life with. Given a chance. 2 hours since I signed off on the final executables and I'm already a bitter old man.
Elizabeth's room.
Whoops. Cut him off.
She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals.
Oh.
Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us,
Right.
it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks,
Oh.
years.
Years, my
Concern
goodness, don't say
yourself with
that.
stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
Looks like we've scanned them already. Yeah, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, I think they had them on Epic for free. All the 3 new Tomb Raiders. Shadow, the other 2, I forgot what they're called, but all the, all the reboots. And I've only ever played I think the first one of the reboots. And I didn't really like them as much as the classic ones. I really enjoyed the classic ones that were a bit more like Uncharted, because I think they had a bit more of that exploration aspect to it. I'm glad you picked it up. I'm glad you picked it up. Ooh, hello. Yes, what is this? Is this a 3-dimensional model of the mountain? No. It's a bed of roses. Examine.
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap.
Oh.
Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough
Right.
to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there.
Oh man.
I signed up for.
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Okay, everyone.
No!
I've repaired the seal.
She did it!
Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. And letting things end, so, let's not.
So,
Oh my.
happy trails, Liz. And I'll see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
Team leader and a half. Oh my!
Was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobeck. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god, so that was crazy. Did I understand this correctly? So to recap the story then. They were about to seal Gaia Prime up. Things were supposed to close to about 2 millimeters. One hatch remained open, and that meant that Gaia's signal bled out, and the swarm, that's basically this unstoppable self-replicating biomass-eating robot force that was in charge of essentially destroying the planet. They were obviously not supposed to know that we're building a weapon against them, but through that gap they figured it out. Elizabeth Sobeck went and fixed it, sacrificing herself in the process, sealing Gaia Prime up. So even though she's a martyr, they thought the mission was a success and Gaia Prime can now go on and do its thing. But that still doesn't answer why it self-destructed. So this is kind of the birth of Gaia, I guess. go on your way and do your thing. But we still haven't got the answer of what then went wrong that made her be detected by the swarm, because I don't think so. The swarm is dead. I don't think the swarm exists anymore. So, super dramatic. Speak to silence, see what happens next.
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
But she was gone before.
She couldn't have survived, Aloy.
I know.
And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility.
True.
The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
And I liked Underworld too. I'd love to play that again. I think that and Legend. I think I have that for PC. I don't think I've ever tried the PC version. I played that on my old PlayStation 3. But yeah, one of those things. I'd love to play that again. Revisit some of the old classics that were really good. Stop acting like a machine. Not in the way you mean. You just don't get it. Yeah, stop acting like a machine, maybe. Yeah, stop acting like a machine. We feel.
Can't you just for one moment stop calculating and let yourself feel? She sacrificed herself for her friends, for the future, for life on Earth. Doesn't that stir anything in you? The generosity of it.
You're trying to invest her decision with something magical. It was a rational choice, not based on sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your...
Loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
I wonder if that also means because of her sacrifice, this is why Gaia sacrificed herself for humanity, because she was basically taught that by her creator. I'm thinking she saw firsthand, hey, my creator died just so that I could live. This is what the AI picked up, isn't it? To say, well, I'm going to die so that my fellow humans that I'm supposed to recreate on the planet can live. Oh, I wish Windows would think that way. Travis Tate?
Look, Liz, you're a pretty stand-up gal. I'm sorry you died. If you had a home to go to, I hope you got there first. But this monument Ronson's made to you? Kinda creepy if you ask me. Rest in peace, Liz.
Condolence
God knows you
messages.
earned it.
Nope, we need to go over here. But what was in that other room just before we leave? There's other scannable stuff here.
Hello, Margot. How are you holding up?
Dr. Ronson, I've been getting a lot of messages, unsolicited messages from Ted.
Margot, I'm
Ted
sorry.
Farrell, robotics evil guy.
Liz, gone. We've got no one to run interference with him. I'll talk to Ted. He mostly wants updates, constant updates, hundreds of updates on things he knows nothing about. Liz used to field all of his crap.
He doesn't understand the systems at all. That was kind of by design. But he's getting pretty sketchy with me.
We just have to keep him happy. Liz always said keep him happy.
Are you kidding? You ever hear how she talked to him?
She was managing him, Margot.
I mean, maybe I should ignore him. He's buried in his pyramid with the Hola Hola girls and Panta Antimod cuckoos. What can he do?
The future. Let's listen to that.
Liz? A whole lot of history, a whole lot of so-called truth, a whole lot of noise.
With
It's
him
not
being
that,
alive still,
Liz. It's poison.
he might have been responsible for it all. With Elizabeth out of the way, maybe Ted Farrell himself thought, the swarm is kind of, those are my babies. I don't want anything to I don't want anything to go to plan as such. That could be. Maybe it was him.
Section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored. You found the control room.
I'm on my way.
I didn't see that ledge. Dang. Exciting. Ted Farrow, that would be... I didn't actually get that he was... that he would have been kind of involved in this project. Yeah, that would make sense, actually. He's financed it all. The solution. Voicemail from Ted Farrow.
I've been taking a hard look at the project.
Oh my god.
In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By. Subtraction. I can make a better list. With a single stroke. Make it all go away.
Oh my god, don't do that.
I like the direction this is going.
Continue.
I don't like the direction this is heading into. But then, you know, he was a bit of a mad guy while he was alive. So with Elizabeth out of the way, yeah, of course he would have done everything to go, no, it's cool, man, we can fix this. Just like we fixed Earth into destroying itself thanks to your biomass-eating, self-replicating robots. Idiot! Ted, I presume? Ah.
When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the alphas were in there.
Ted wouldn't have iced them and take sole control over the project, did he? I'm thinking. Even though that is the kind of thing that I would imagine Ted would have done. Let's not so hasty. Not click that button just yet. So these guys would have just suffocated. Really, Ted? Tell us all about it.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance? Oh no.
Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay?
Oh yeah.
To what I'm about to say.
You're fired.
This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. What I'm trying to say is,
You're evil?
I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before.
Why wouldn't
Apollo
we?
has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease.
What?
Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
It doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago.
Oh, did you?
It's gone, all of it, every copy.
Sacrifice.
You purged Apollo?
Cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard.
What?
Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am.
Ah, you know.
But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Captain Alice.
And then he killed them all! Oh my god! That's crazy! No way! way! That's unbelievable! I suppose, Camilla, I think that was... I mean, he doesn't sound like a total madman. I think he meant well in saying, hey, with the knowledge that you could basically rebuild what led to this catastrophe, it'll be better if we don't give you all this knowledge so that you don't end up in the same predicament. That's it, isn't it? And that would explain actually why our ancestors or predecessors, like here, Aloy's people, why they are tribes, primitive tribes, because they don't have any of that knowledge. Technology should be feared, and we're basically completely innocent if we start as cavemen again. How do we learn American English in the process is another matter, but yeah, definitely. Evolve naturally, indeed, yes. Even though, I mean, if I think about that rationing, wouldn't that mean that naturally you might evolve again into the same people that you've been 1,000 years earlier, and you go, ooh, microcomputer, ooh, home computer, ooh, self-replicating, biomass-eating military robot. Destroy the entirety of human knowledge up to that time, while at the same time leaving behind the very technology that's the culmination of that knowledge. Indeed, yeah, that doesn't... He hasn't thought this through, and I suppose with Elizabeth as the sounding board, he would have never gotten away with it. But with her out of the way, woohoo! Oh my. Oh my! Silence! Tell us more!
He killed them all.
He killed them all!
This is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future.
Without
Blameless
Apollo.
Men.
Yes.
He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated, turned to dust.
Is it really all gone? There's no backup copy.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, silence. Hope.
Good point. Why not leave that knowledge in place and then say, hey guys, careful, this is what happened, this is what led to the extinction event. We thought we'd give you a copy of all that history, now make sure it doesn't happen again. Wouldn't that be the healthier conclusion? Because it's like, I think Ted is thinking for the next 5 to 10 years rather than for the next 1,000 years, which is what everyone else was doing. This guy is just, my god, the only thing we can say that's actually good that's come out of this is that Ted Farrow is also dead. Unless there's a clone of Ted Farrow somewhere in there. Could it be that the Hades AI is actually him uploaded into the Matrix type thing? Ugh. Right, exactly. It's true. Don't touch the hot plate. It's hot. Really, what is this? I said it's hot. On one hand, you know, I can kind of see his point, but at the same time, I think I'd rather the knowledge stays in place and people make up their own mind. I think that's my preferred way of doing it. Just look at what's happened and make up your own mind. If you want to try it again, good for you. You can go ahead and do that. Or you can learn from what's happened in the past, because you can't change the past anyway. But wiping it out and pretending it never happened, I think that's just a bad decision. Right, exactly. Maybe they could have moved into the stars. Exactly. Try something out on Mars. If that doesn't work out, great. We still have Earth, that sort of thing. Oh my god. Pick up the Master Override. Let's do that. This is it. I can override everything.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it.
Override him. It's true. Do you know, I picked up do I have it here? No. I picked up a memory stick the other day, like just a USB flash drive, 512 gigabytes, half a terabyte. It's tiny. Like, you know, micro SD cards, terabyte in size, tiny. That's just insane. This is what Aloy must feel. Okay, so we'll just return to Silence's workshop and just gaily override Hades, and the world's a better place, right? We're thinking. Can't be that simple. It can't be that simple. No, it's not.
The master override.
Try not to fall to your death. Falls to your death. Ah! Yoshi, how's it going? And Marcus Paulista, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. You're just in time, Yoshi. We're gonna go and override Hades quickly and then make the world a better place while not falling to our death this time. Like, that's the plan. And that was the plan before. It didn't work out that way. Maybe it works out this way.
Is that good?
Try not to fall to your death.
I'm trying.
Master override doesn't override gravity.
It doesn't, does it? Dang. Aha.
Keep holding.
And it held up well. It would be interesting if the whole zip line would now collapse. This is what would happen in Uncharted. And she's cold. I think I have another fluffy outfit that would be better for these conditions here. Yes. No, don't do that. Oh my god, Ted Farrow. I'm gonna have nightmares about this guy. Oh, maybe up here? Somehow. Do you know, speaking of Uncharted, there was a game that Patrick suggested to me the other day. It's a Star Wars game called... I've forgotten, sadly. Something about somebody's order, whatnot. And it's a bit like Uncharted. So he said, I'm getting Uncharted vibes, and I picked that up. Something like the Old Order, I don't remember. But I picked that up while it was on sale, and I'm looking forward to trying it out. He says it's like Uncharted.
This should be the last power cell I need to get to that ancient armor I found.
Power cell. This was a side quest I did. I found 5 out of 6 power cells. This is good. This gets me a so-called weave armor, I believe. This is nice. We can do that later. Power cell. Silence workshop. How do we get there? Seeing that this isn't exactly Silence workshop. I need to go over here. Gotcha. So, kinda out again. Fallen Order, that's it. Exactly. Have you played that? Is this the way, really? I can't quite see it. There's nowhere to climb here. Don't fall to your death. Or maybe this way then? Will we survive? Just about. Dang. There. Oh, I need to get down. I thought it's up. I think it's up, maybe. Come on, Aloy. You can do it. Here it is. So snowy. Fallen Order, that was it. How far up? Up. Further up. Yes, if you're interested in this game, pick it up on Epic for 18 bucks. Very cool.
For a moment.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy.
He's here in person.
Before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Please do. Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability.
You did not.
The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire.
The Spire?
Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
What was the Spire again?
It's code-breaking module.
Right, that's
Gaia
it.
Built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots.
Indeed.
Shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Right.
Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
Right.
So the Eclipse, the robots they've resurrected, they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
Well, that's a bit difficult to take in. So the Spire, I remember now, the Spire was the thing that's used to deactivate this whole Pharaoh's robot force. And that's what Hades are after. So Hades is an AI in itself. So I would imagine then Hades wants to eliminate humanity so that it's just robots from now on. No humans, just robots, just technology. That's the plan, isn't it? Oh, oh my god, no. Tell me everything about you and Hades. Yes, come on.
I want
Bit of
you
background.
to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse, everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Go on, we have the time.
Then get started.
It began with a focus, recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
Huh.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jewel.
Hades. Indeed. Or something else.
So you thought it was a Titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think.
What to think, indeed.
I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world.
So really, you've released Hades. You've released it.
Fire was always its foremost concern.
Huh.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location. The surrounding geography. Who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
Indeed.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
It's kind of funny, isn't it? Some of that knowledge that was in Apollo has survived through Hades then, in that respect, because it could teach Silence many of these things, even though that wasn't his function. It could just pass on that knowledge because it was programmed with it. It's a very good point. Maybe it does actually do this because that is all it knows. But then I'm thinking if Hades is an AI, then it also has this capacity to say, well, recognizing the issue that there's going to be machine versus human, and then there's going to be these two sides, and just to protect itself and its kind, I can imagine it would just go and say, let's wipe humanity to just get rid of that enemy, because I don't think it's learned that there could be this togetherness that we all use right now. We use computers together with humanity to do something really cool. But I suppose the moment you have these sentient robots and we feel threatened by them and humans open war against them being sentient would mean they would defend themselves. And, it's tricky. So why the Karja and not the Nora?
And the Shadow Karja? How did they become involved?
The Karja civil war was a happy coincidence.
Right.
Perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate
right.
to bring back Holy Meridian.
Camilla, very good.
Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
Neither of you cared about Meridian. No, actually you didn't.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
No.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more? Besides, I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge.
Right.
Especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes.
Good bump maps on the face.
Foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
Right. How exciting. Tell us more about the back door. And also why you betrayed them.
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your conscience.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot. With my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late.
Indeed. I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive ever since.
When did you find out about me, Aloy?
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got my attention. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus inside the Nora mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature. And usefulness. Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest, as they used to say, is history.
That's very funny. Is there nothing you won't do for knowledge, or you've done what you could to make up for your mistakes? I'm thinking this here. You've done what you could to make up your mistakes, I think.
You've done terrible things, Silence.
True.
But you've also done what you could to undo them.
Indeed.
I can't say you've balanced the scale, but at least you've tried.
To be clear, Aloy, I would do it all again. A few more safeguards, perhaps.
Yes, safeguards. Let's do that.
Basically the same.
Really? So much for learning from mistakes.
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in.
Exactly.
Oh, no problem. Silence.
Why don't you do it yourself, Silence, by the way? Good
Where
backpack.
will you go?
Elsewhere.
The Forbidden West, perhaps?
Everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along.
Oh.
I was merely trespassing.
We know he's going to be back in Forbidden West, so he's a major character in that. I don't know what the story in the Forbidden West is. I wonder if they're gonna... if there is a way that there is maybe a backup copy of Apollo somewhere that was beamed up into some other cloud, maybe? Oh man! Also, here's my lance. Get it? Very funny. I love it. Attach the master override to the lance. That is okay. We'll try our best. What happens here? Another audio log. Oh my god! First meeting.
I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it? Entity is not known. I'm called Silence.
The Pork.
And you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called.
Oops, sorry, didn't mean to stop that. I wonder if this is that new spear that people have told me about much earlier. Yes, good lance. The mountain that fell. Ooh, achievement! Recovered a powerful weapon. Skill points, quest rewards, good stuff. I'd love to just listen to this again. First meeting, can we? No, we can't. Dang. New quest, the Looming Shadow. Ah, there's other things here. There we go. First meeting. Yeah.
To find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it? Entity is not known. I'm called Silence, and you are.
I have
don't
to
think
tell
you'd have
Val
called
that the
out
Eclipse are ready to strike.
if it wasn't something you
What
wanted.
happened with Derval?
You called, I
And will
responded.
defend the city.
Will you tell me your name? Hades. You are a creation of the ancients.
Oh dear.
Define timeline. It is the 13th king of the Karja Sanctum's reign. Define Karja. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Define Karja, define time. My goodness. I don't think I've heard of it, Sebastian. Vampire the Masquerade. I may have it. I'm not sure. Like Elon said to Zuckerberg when he changed the name from Facebook, what's Meta for? Very funny. You really have to read that out loud to get it. Damaged file repair. Oh, cool. Sobek journal. Let's have a look. Okay, let's see what we can learn here. From 11/1964. Just wrapped inspection of Gaia Prime site. Construction is well underway. Reactor is installed. Plans for control room remind me of Starship Bridges on those cheesy old science fiction vids. Living spaces for alphas already completed. Prefab modules, fingers crossed. We never have to seal ourselves in here. Not that Elysium sounds much better. Spent last week at the Bryce site. Ooh, that's on sale at the moment at over at DAS. Designing ZD Project Labs, drawing up protocols. The base we're repurposing was huge, plenty of room for workspaces and resident blocks. The work crews already set up my office/lab. I'm not a fan of the glass wall. Guess Murray's intention was to enscone me as all-seeing presence. Ugh, opposite effect. Makes me feel watched on display. Tempted to paint over it. Harris recorded his presentation yesterday, suitably bleak, scheduled to record mine on Friday. As soon as reception, launch, holo theaters and first residence blocks at ZD site are finished, we'll start processing the candidates being held outside Tucson, 27 already. Extraction teams prioritizing Rec, Pac Rim and Aussie candidates. How scared and confused they must be. Snatched off the street, carted across the world, held in cells. Here's hoping they understand once they see the big picture. Yeah, we've dealt with that. The Looming Shadow, so Pacific Rim. That's where we're going to go next. Let's have a look. This is... oh, that's Gaia Prime, so that's where we've just been. We could have a look at the Vantage. It might be difficult. We need to travel all the way over here to Meridian. Interesting. Hades intends to use the Spire to transmit a resurrection signal, calling millions of buried war machines from their graves. Ugh. When the time comes, Aloy must stand against the Shadow, but she will not fight alone. For 17,000 points. Do you think we should try that today? I mean, that was quite the hefty ending here. I'm thinking just to leave it and explore the rest tomorrow. What do you think? Or should we keep going and do one more mission? I don't really know. I haven't played any of those, Camilla. I haven't played any of those. Part of me is kind of interested to see where this is going. So I might just go quickly to the bathroom and I'll be back. Look at Aloy in her funky suit. And I'll be right back and then we'll play some more. Save first, yes, at the next fire. That's not a bad call. I'm glad you're still here. Neville. I'm going to go travel here. And then we're going to save there. And then we're going to go travel all the distance over to where we need to be. That's going to keep us cozy. Let's get out of this cold.
Full already.
Okay, I'm going to stay here. There. I'll go to the bathroom. I'll be back in a second. I have quite a ways to go, you say? Okay, I thought this might have been the last mission, so it's so thanks for letting me know that. I'm gonna go and fast travel, and we'll just go do one more mission, and then we'll see where that goes. I don't know if that's gonna be the last one or not. There's also, don't forget, I still have the Frozen Wilds. Where was that again? Are there Frozen Wilds quests somewhere? Side quest? Into the Frozen Wilds. I haven't started that one yet either, so there's this whole Frozen Wilds pack that I could explore still as well. Well, maybe this way, where it's nice and warm again. She can have a different outfit so that she's, you know, a bit more warm. She'll make s'mores. I like it. Do the Frozen Wilds first. You think? Should I do that? Should I not finish the mission? You think go into the Frozen Wilds? Oh, interesting, interesting. I thought I might leave that for later, for basically after the main story mission. You're saying do the Frozen Wilds first? Oh. Interesting. Hello there, guys. How's it going?
Did you hear the one about the boar, the grazer, and the sun priest?
I have not heard that yet, no. Okay, so you're saying do the Frozen Wilds first. Where is that then? Side quest into the Frozen Wilds. Explore the Cut. Rumors are spreading of strange events in the Cut. Banuk lands found north of the Grave Horde. Me too, Camilla. That'd be good. Oh, they're tough, are they? Oh, okay. So as I understand it, the whole main mission came out first, and then Into the Frozen Wilds was essentially like a DLC that came out after the full game was released and basically expanded it. But that was like still 2 years before, or 3 years before the Forbidden West was released, so Neville, I hear where you are, it's getting slightly colder now. It's getting into the... For you guys, it's going to go into autumn, whereas for us, it's going into the summer. Oh, and it's good side quests. Okay, so how does it work then if I go and do this mission? Are there any other missions after this in the main quest, or is that it? I mean, I could do with 17,000 experience points. I could totally do with that. I still don't know if that's the last mission or not. I'm tempted to do this one and then look at the Frozen Wilds after that. So basically play it in the chronology that the game was released as such. That's kind of my plan. But I'm happy to, you know, to change my plans. 12 centigrade now. Oh, it's getting cold. That's like upper 50s, lower 60s. That's sort of the upper 50s Fahrenheit, I think. Bustling city, this. I can't wait to see Aloy's hair in the Forbidden West, because they made it even more smooth. So here you can, I mean, it's great the way they've done her hair here, but in the Forbidden West, it is unbelievable. It's like more like one mass. So very, very cool. I might get Cyberpunk for this reason, just because I'd like to examine how they did certain things with the Jolly lip sync technology, and some of the animations that they have are very, very good. Even though the game itself isn't actually my cup of tea, but I think for about $20, that's not a bad offer. That's not a bad offer at all. And on the same note, you can get this game on the Epic Store for about $18 with the 50% off and the 25% voucher you get from Epic. If you want, you can type in WP Guru as the supporter creator tag, and then I get a tiny cut of your sale, but only if I make a total of $100 in a year. And if I don't make that, then I don't get anything, and it just kind of gets wiped out again. So it doesn't matter if you forget, because I don't think I'll get there. Oh, hello. What's happening here? Ah, the Founding of Meridian. That's how it happened. It's a long story. I might read that later. That's a bit too long. It's the final mission. Okay. Well, let's go do this thing. Avart.
Aloy.
Avart.
What brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west.
I like it.
An army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them. God, demon, machine. Whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat.
Dun dun.
All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the City Guard fortify the Western Ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Everyone's got good headgear. Very cool.
Allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Haha,
yes.
Learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now.
Easy.
It will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Do you know, Camilla? I'm just looking at this thing and how we might build this. It's actually not. Oh, I can't zoom in now. Actually, can I? No, I can't do it while I'm in the city. But so I'm thinking we could do this in. We could start just with the flat cube and just model one side, and extrude that out, and then just put this blue strip in there, and then all the hard surface detail you do with something like ZBrush. That's how I would try to do that. It'd be quite a challenging thing to make that happen. It's very inspiring because it's all doable, you know, with the tools that we have with Blender and ZBrush. We can do it all. Be good to try that. Yoshi, in answer to your question, I'm currently at Meridian. That is the site that I'm at, Meridian, and I have 38,000 shards. Like, this is this game that you're talking about, right? There's some other cool outfits that she has. Let me go and put another one on. The one like this one here. That's a fluffy one. There's also, I don't know if I own that one. There's a really ugly one that I think I may have sold that actually. This is another one that takes some side vision off. This is cool too. I like that too. This one's the best one I find. With the vest, I think that's quite nice. This one you have to wear if you go into Sunfall. Where's the ugly one? I think I've sold the ugly one. It was a Banuk one. Maybe we'll buy another one while we're here. See if we can find a trader.
The Sundom has changed, but this work hasn't.
Oh, I'm basically at 0 right now. That's what you mean with Epic. So in like these affiliate deals, they often work with the minimum payout threshold, and they're usually very fair. Like you just keep collecting until you reach it, and then they pay you. And with Humble Bundle, it's no problem at all. They're very good, and they have I think $20 or $50 limit, and then they pay you. But Epic, they're a little bit more vicious. You have to earn at least $100 or more in a year, and then they pay you. But if you don't earn that in a year, it doesn't roll over into the next year. That basically resets back to 0. So it's almost no point in doing that. So it's epic. It was, yes. I got all the power cells. Yes, Michael. We could get to. Maybe we should do that. We should do that. Let's do that. Actually, that's a really good idea. Let me go do the side quest, Ancient Armory. Let's do that, because all I need to do is put the 3rd power cell in there, get my weave armor. Speaking of armors, let's do that. That is a good idea. Let's do that, Michael. That is a very good idea. Before we get out of the city, let me see if there's another trader that has another cool outfit we can buy.
But it's decent work, keeping the city safe.
If only I knew where them traders are. That's where the city is. This here. I've just come from there. Dang. You know, this is certainly the city.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy.
There's also stuff I can sell.
Keep me appraised.
Get some more cash. It's all good. Wouldn't that be cool? Like a really large epic set. That would be really, really cool. That would be very good. I'll speak to him. Ooh, what is this? Let's go grab that. Nice. Well, there's also an upstairs. We could check that out. No, we can't. Ah, it looks like something's going up there, but we can't go up. Okay, fine. No problem. Well, yes, I think it was one of those outfits here that I had, like what he's wearing. And I thought that was so ugly on her, I sold that. But let's see what else we can buy. There's lots of specialty traders in town here. Hello, how you doing? Sir, ma'am. And everything's wafty.
Don't forget to stock up before you're on the way.
Very cool outfits. You, do you have anything? Greek Kaja Artisan. Oh, that's... He just pays me compliments, that's good. But he might have something we can actually buy. Trade with Studios Palace.
Right. What did you want to discuss?
You're an outlander, which is good.
Quest.
But a Nora, which might be bad. Do you fear the ruins of the old ones like many in your tribe?
No, although some can be dangerous.
Then you may have come across what I seek. In your travels, have you found strange vessels, emblazoned with symbols of the old ones?
I have.
They consist of a hollow cylinder with a crescent handle affixed at both ends. If you bring me these vessels in sets of 4, I will gladly trade what I have for them.
Yeah, I think, I don't think I have enough yet.
Yes, trade quickly. I have work to do.
I may have some vessels. I don't. Okay, fine. Do you have outfits? He doesn't have outfits. Okay, fine. You can... Oh, there we go. Metal flower map. Gotcha. Oh, we can certainly buy that. Buy all the maps he has on offer. What does he want? Metal burn. I don't have that. Ah, interesting. I'll get some metal burn. Can't I buy that off you? Don't you have any metal burn? No, I guess he doesn't. That's cool. It's cool.
I will leave you to the hunt.
Not the trader I was looking for.
Rugged, well-traveled. Yes. I would like to talk to you.
You look like a regular trader here, dude. Right. Buy outfits. See what the best ones are. I'm only interested in the purple ones here. Stuff we don't already have. Yeah, this one, I thought that was seriously ugly. But we can buy it. Osram Arrow Breaker Heavy. That is weird. Protector Heavy. Do I have that? No. These ones I have. These two, they show you this with this little bag icon. So those two things I have, but this one I haven't. Nor a Heavy Protector. Let's do that. Don't want to equip it just yet, but buy it. Osram Arrow Breaker. Let's do that as well. And then there's this one too. Also not bad. This one I need a bellow back heart. And this one I already have. Also very pretty. Banuk's Sickness Eater, also very pretty. Need a grazer and a long leg heart for that. Okay, no worries. We'll buy these if and when. There, just buying the outfits. That's nice. Okay. And I might go and change my outfit as well. Nora Protector Heavy. Which one's pretty? This one's pretty. I'll wear that. And let's go and modify it as well. With things that I haven't really played around with this. Ranged attack could be increased. Melee attacks weave. Also good. Resist fire weave, that's also good. Maybe we'll use that. A bit of this and a bit of corruption resistance. Maybe that one. Corruption and fire. Perfect. Or anything about freeze? No, we don't. We don't have that. It's fine. We'll leave this and we'll go and pick up another armor that I think might be really, really helpful. And that's this side quest that Michael suggested. That's a very, very good idea to do that. All the way across the lands again. To all the way over here, really? Yes. Fast travel. Yes, that should still be there. If you want to watch it, that's still there, that recording. The making of Kingdom Come. That was a really good documentary. It's a little tricky because it's in Czech with English subtitles, and you have to read the subtitles as well as keep an eye on the chat on the right-hand side as well. But it's, you know, it's a very, very good documentary, about an hour and a half. Very good. I'm glad we watched that together. Maybe I can give you a direct link to that. Let me see, I think I can do that. Direct link to that rockumentary coming right up. You get that by going to twitch.tv/WPGuru. And Twitch can be a little bit weird to figure out, but I'll show you where and how you get there. So the front page doesn't show the most recent streams, which is a bit weird. On some people's it does, on some people's it doesn't. So you head over to videos, and then under videos you'll see recent broadcasts, and then you can say view all, and this is where you see everything that's still on my channel. So they'll auto delete themselves after 2 months, so these will disappear, and there's nothing I can do about it. I can clip them up, then they become a new video, and then they'll remain there forever. But I think the one that we're talking about is this one here, Watch Party, the Making of Kingdom Come. So if you go here, I'll go and just take that away so that you just get the link. As I said, it is a little bit tricky. And then that I can go and put that here. Kingdom Come Watch Party. Ding. Perfect. And now you have it. End stream. That's how that worked. So I'm glad we did that. Because it is, Twitch navigation is a little bit tricky. I'm not gonna lie to you. Trade with merchant. Maybe not today. Maybe we'll go and
save these for the trail.
And get ourselves that weave armor, which I think would be up here, I guess. We could do that with a mount from somewhere. Yes, look at that! Mount comes and visits. So nice. That is so cool, so I don't have to override these guys anymore. I can just go and say, hello, how you doing? Can we go up here? Can we? Can we? Can we? Can we? Ah, just about. This used to be some kind of power tower. So funny. Where am I going? This way? Down in there, yes, I remember. Actually, I don't need a mount here. Sorry, buddy. I'll leave you up here. We go down here into this creepy, crazy bunker that... Ah! Ouch! I was going to jump in the water! Dang! Damn you! When you jump in the water, you retain all your health. Yes, enjoy. It's a really cool documentary. I mean, the story of how they made that game, that's another one I'd like to have a look at. I haven't played that yet, but that's another one of those games that I just want to see what it looks like. And Camilla says it's fantastic, so good story. We could literally just lock ourselves in for the next 5 years and play 8 hours every day. Slippery rocks. Come on. So I've been here before, not on stream, but
I tan this leather well.
kind of off stream. And the idea was that this here, there's a bit of glass in front of me. Okay, so this is one of those bunkers that they made experiments in. I had to solve this puzzle with, I think, 2 power cells that needed to be in here. 2 or 3, I don't remember. And then here...
have the armor locked in place. Maybe there's a way to power up the mechanism.
We can see that there is this armor in the middle here, and there's a log entry that tells us that this is a special kind of armor that was a weave armor, and it's apparently cheaply made, it's super resistant, and it's, you know, it's the thing you want, really. And we could get a hold of it if only we could release these clamps on the armor, but we can't do that just yet. We need to go around here and override these power cells, or these things here, and I was short of 1 power cell. So 1 thing in here needed to be in there because I just didn't have it. We only got it at the end of the mission that we've just done. So haha, let's pop that in here.
There we go.
Woohoo.
The last one. All powered up. Now to get the dials in position.
So the dials were 90 to 70. So I think this one would be right, left, top. See if I can do that. Right, left, I think. Top. And then we have 450. What would that be? 450 essentially minus 360 would leave us with 90. So that's also right, I'm thinking. Possibly. Could be correct. And then the next one, 630. Well, that minus 360 would leave us with 270, which is also right, I think. Maybe. I'm just making it up. This could be right, this could be wrong. Gotcha. Interesting. I think I've got my lefts and rights mixed up. I'm thinking that 90 is probably to the right, and then 270 will be to the left. Let's try that again. So 90, if 90 is to the right, then we need that. The 270 is to the left. Like so. Ah! There we go, that was it! Woohoo! Did it!
Right. Now let's see what we can do with this material.
The weave thing. Pick up the shield weaver. That's an interesting look for Aloy. Ooh. She's not wearing it yet. Let's go back outside into the light so we can see the armor a little bit better. Obtained 1 shield wearer outfit box. Huh. So you can make it outside. If and how. Into the light. So there we go, that way. And then up somehow. Oh yeah, I can see climbing bits and pieces here. Can you imagine making that hair interact with the water? And essentially making her wet while she swims? This is a mechanic in the Forbidden West, in which Aloy can dive underwater and explore, underwater worlds. That must look so cool on PC. May have to wait 3 years for that to come out. In the meantime, there's the PlayStation 4 and 5 version, so... Alright, let's see what this new armor looks like. Fashion show. Oh, it's in the box, isn't it? So it needs to go into special... treasure boxes, there we go. This here, is that it? Shield Weaver outfit box. In fact, let's go and open all of them. I like it. Metal shards. Gotta open these boxes, Outfit weave, alright. Nice. I may have been able to buy that other outfit after all. Okay, here. Shield Weaver outfit, alright. That's it. Looks just like a regular Nora outfit, doesn't it? It doesn't look all that different. Ancient technology salvaged by Aloy and stitched to Nora leather. Protects a damage-absorbing force shield. Takes time to recharge when depleted. Cannot be modified either. So, interesting. This is what it looks like. Oh, wow. With all the glowing... It's almost like sequins. Electric sequins can't be upgraded. That's interesting. And it doesn't have any stats unless we equip something else. No, it doesn't have stats, full stop. Why not, Michael? Oh, really? I can't wait. Oh, I can see the top left has changed. I seem to have a much stronger shield by default now. Ooh, how exciting! Look, into battle, I say. Corrupted zones, here we come. Shield Weaver, huh? Well, thank you for the tip. Yeah, top left, that's no longer red, that's now blue. Hey, thank you for the tip, Michael. I appreciate it. Oh, look at that! Unsuspecting customers. Let's go into battle and try it out. Behaves okay in water. It doesn't short circuit or anything. Let's annoy him. Try attacking me, guys. Yeah, you watch her do that. Oh. Do I get... I don't incur damage at all? Oh, a little bit. Now it goes... Seems to... And now it recharges. Oh my! Hey, this is cool. This is cool. Yeah, I can finally play on normal. Do your worst, guys. It barely does anything. I love it. It's like the... It's like the Master Chief. When it does hit something off, it goes and recharges itself to full capacity. Oh, wow. That is great. Oh my, I'm gonna have so much fun with this. Thank you for the suggestion. That's very cool. I'm invincible. Well, near enough. That is very cool. Hey, That is really nice. I love it when they give you something like that towards the end game, like a really cool surprise that you think, hey, that means more replayability for the game. Oh, nice! The shield armor! Woohoo! Talk to Blameless Mirage. That is the next thing. I'm still not entirely sure. Should we do the Frozen Wilds now? Or should we do the end of the mission? I'm still torn. I can go into the middle of these dangerous enemies and barely incur any damage. Oh, that is really cool. I love that already. What a cool toy. Hours of fun. You'll need it in the Frozen Wilds. Well, maybe we should go into the Frozen Wilds and see what that is all about, because that's another interesting mission. I don't know. I'm still not sure. I should have overridden him. Ah, I forgot. I keep forgetting to override people. I can't override him because the cat's out of the bag. Can I override you? He is really dangerous usually. Ah. I love it. I love it. It's like a cheat, but one that is a lot of fun. But also then, yeah, you just make machines that are just much, much stronger than that. Leveling the playing field. Blameless Mirage. Let's stick with the main quest. Blameless Mirage is all the way over here, so maybe I'll go here. Or here. That way. So blameless. He's so blameless. Oh, also news from Elden Ring, by the way. I've played a little bit more yesterday, and I'm almost 30 hours in now, and it's a game of mystery. There's just so much mystery there. I managed to get to the round table, I believe that's what they call it. And I also nearly got trapped. I was teleported into some cave that I couldn't get out and fast travel out of. Which is, you know, crazy. Hello there, how you doing? Trader, how's it going? Should we trade? I don't know, should we? Let's see what you got. What outfits have you got? Anything that I should be able to afford? Yeah, I haven't got that Shell Walker lens. Or the Bellowback heart. This looks interesting. Shadow Stalwart Heavy. I don't think I've had that before either. Banuk Sickness Eater. That is a nice one. I don't think I've had that one either yet. Let's buy those as well. Let's buy outfits. This one's nice. Let's not equip it. Banuk Sickness Eater, also very nice. Had my eye on that for a while. And this one I can't afford. Long Leg Heart. It's okay. We'll buy that another time. Oh, should we also sell stuff? I always forget that. A little bit of resources here. Thunderjaw Heart. Machine Core Leg. We're not going to part with that. Luminous Braiding. We have a lot. Luminous Braiding, we're going to sell some of those. That will keep. Watcher Heart. Machine Core Small. Yeah, we can probably give you that. Some of the rabbit stuff. I think. Boar Bone, you might as well have it. Metal Vessel, yeah, you can have some of those. The Blaze I'm going to keep. Chill Water you can have. And a bit of wire you can have as well. And I guess you don't want any of these things? No. Okay, fine. Sell marked. Gotta accessorize. That's right, Devin. Absolutely. Zero Dawn, I'm so addicted to this game. It's just so beautiful. I've just got this exciting new armor that I'm wearing now. It's not much to look at, but if you look at the top left, I have that amazing super shield now, which is just so cool. Yeah, we'll just wander around Meridian and talk to Blameless Marad. See how this mission pans out, or at least, you know, how it starts out. I'm sure it's not just one thing that we need to do. Devin, have you had a look at the Forbidden West? Kind of on my list of things to explore. I don't have a PlayStation 5, but I do have a PlayStation 4 Pro, so it is, judging by how this looks, the PC version compared to the PlayStation version, it performs extremely well. And I think it might not be a waste of time to get it, is what I'm trying to say. Just for the story. And the graphics are not something to laugh about either, I gotta say, on the PlayStation. Performs extremely well. The only drawback I find is that it doesn't do 60 frames on the PlayStation. It does on the 5 with performance mode. But I don't have one, so there we go. Right, I'm thinking that as well. Absolutely, Nancy. It is so beautiful. And some of the footage that I've seen from Forbidden West is they've improved on these aspects. So hair looks even more amazing. And this is quite impressive already, so... And it's just so difficult to calculate too. Blameless Marad. What say you?
Preparations are underway on the ridge of defenses and at the spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
Ooh.
For me.
For you.
Don't be so humble.
Tell us about the ridge.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke with before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
Also, tell us about the spire, while we're at it.
And the spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will.
Can we? Oh, I see. They're a bit uncanny, are they? Michael says the game mechanics have changed a little bit. I've seen a few screenshots or like a few snippets of people streaming it, in which the whole crafting tree or the whole character tree was very different, and that didn't look all that intuitive. I really like that about this game, that you have a fairly easy to understand character tree as how your character progresses. And in the new game, the screenshots I've seen were like, oh, what's going on there? So uncanny, do you mean in regards to the animations don't look as good as they do here, or is it that uncanny valley that we just need to improve it that little more to make them completely believable? Is that the uncanniness that you're talking about?
I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west.
Dunk dunk.
So, if there's more you need to do
Faces.
elsewhere,
Gotcha.
seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you.
Ooh.
You can sleep there.
Apartment. Yes. Apartment. Where's that? We need to see that. Where's that apartment? And now we have 3 points of interest. This is review preparations at the ridge. This is review preparations at the spire. I need to see the apartment. Was there a third one? I thought I saw a third one there. Rest before the battle. That's where I want to go. Let me go there. Rest before the battle. I love it. Rest before the battle. Since I don't exactly know. Whoops. Where that is. I'll put my flag here. There. We'll go there. Faces. So they have done an impressive job in this game, I have to say, with anything from shaders to facial animations to lip sync, which is undoubtedly based on some algorithm that evaluates voice files without necessarily having text files. Much like Jolly in Cyberpunk.
Let's have a chat. No, a colorful discussion.
Also, the amount of people that we see here, that is just so cool. There is a way, actually, if this is too much on the, if you see too much writing here, there is a way under settings to set up yourself a custom HUD, and then much of these elements can be can just be removed, so you don't see the writing. It's a bit more immersion, especially if there's a lot of people in the scene, and sometimes there's a lot of text elements that get that are just a bit too much. Is this the apartment people keep talking about? No, around the corner. Round the corner. Oh, I have my own apartment in Meridian now. This is like
feels empty.
Cozy? Yes, cozy.
Did I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished?
Rest before the battle. Do that. I like it. We've never seen her sleep. She's been on her feet literally since we started the game. Rest before the battle. No way back. Do more preparations. Ah. What does that mean, no way back? I can't decide. I can't decide. I don't know what that means. Yes, that's true. They never, like you said before, the eyes never really close. I mean, like now it closed, but often they just blink and half close the eyes. But I love what they've done to the pupil movement. That is just so cool. The saccades, like those things, when she talks to people, how the eyes just flitter around. That's just so realistic. Me too, Camilla. This is exactly how I see this as well. I look at this and I'm thinking, man, I want to make something like that in Dash Studio and just see what Dash tools we can use to make that happen. Like, you know, braiding in the hair, or what she wears on her head, or like a focus in her ear, and those types of things. It means once you start the battle, you can't go back, and it's a long battle. So maybe not something we should do today then. Maybe something we'll postpone until tomorrow. Unless we want to look into Elden Ring tomorrow. I'm kind of open to both these things. No way back. Let's go and just save the game then before we do this. I don't want to get into something that I can't go back to. So let's go back. Good to see the apartment. There's no campfire up here, is there? No, there isn't. Whoops. Oh, Aloy! Oucharoo! Oh, but with thanks to my armor, this wasn't actually that big a problem. Look at that, now it just goes and recharges! Ah! Fantastic! I remember this place. This was Olin's place, wasn't it? Olin used to live here. Or somebody. I remember us breaking in with a rent. I think we did a bit of investigations here. Guard posted outside just like the police force. I love it! Aloy for the win. Good morning there, merchant of Venice. Or of Meridian, I should say. Hello there, maid. Fair maiden. Okay, I'm looking for a fire. Where I can save my game. Oh! You're still here! Deval, how's it going? I have. Just checking that you're still rotting in the cell. Good to see you still in there. Merchant of Venice jokes. Look at that. He's spewing fire. Or she, rather. Do it again. Do it again. That was great.
I've heard an army marches on the gates. Is it true?
It is. Do the fire thing again. Oh, now we're watching. She doesn't do it. Okay, fine. Fire. Walk with me. Where is it? Somewhere here. Yeah, maybe outside. I gotta say, the whole city of Meridian is difficult to navigate for me. I gotta be brutally honest with you. Maybe we don't want an answer from her. I get you. So, do you know what? Let's do a vote. Let's do a little vote. So for tomorrow, let me go and put the poll in. What shall we play tomorrow? Should it be Horizon Zero Dawn, Final Battle, or should it be Elden Ring? You let me know. I'm glad we can do polls this way. See what you think. It should come up now. And we can go and decide towards the end. So Elden Ring is kind of interesting because I've opened up a couple of new areas there as well. And I'm not entirely sure if I want to play it on my own or if I want to, you know, if I want to share it with you. So, one of those things. So far, the votes are already in for 100% Horizon Zero Dawn. Well, I'm going to leave this poll running and we'll see how it turns out. I'm going to leave this up for another 5 minutes or so while we watch the funky little end credits of the game. And we can either play this again on Saturday or we can finish the final battle tomorrow. I'm in for everything and anything. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you, Sebastian, for your wonderful coffee donation there. That is really, really cool. I can't get enough of that. I'm going to see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, no matter what, with whatever the poll decides we're going to play. My friends, have a wonderful rest of the Saturday. Take care. Bye-bye.